For some time now, I have been suffering from depression and, in particular, anxiety. And the anxiety manifests in my stomach.
Twins are coming up. It's Gene Brabender. Both Brabender and Perry started this game, still in this game. And leading it off will be Jim Perry here in the bottom of the third, his first plate appearance in the ball game.
Guess you could put a pillow on it, but people have chosen to. I've done so myself.
O.J. Simpson is dead at age 76. He died on April 10, 2024, the family reports. The family states that...
Greetings, Jeffrey Guterman, and welcome to my Strat Life for November.
Give me something, give me something. Fucking spit in my mouth.
You spit on me.
Motherfucker, you got in my way!
You're the motherfucker.
Damn straight I am! Catch you outside and I'll beat you little. I can dump your little shit all over me. Go ahead, go outside, but dump all your little homeless shit. And not to mention kick your little old ass. I'll show you who's mentally ill.
You're
Fucking pissed, I'm fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking right I am. You're fucking right I'm mentally ill. I'm willing enough to fucking kick your little dirty ass. I had enough of you. You're fucking right I am.
Hey, man.
Pissed off motherfucking man. I gotta stick that right in your fucking throat.
Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Strat-O-Matic Network. And we got another ball game here. Moving along on September 26th. This is the first of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It will be Jerry Koosman for the Mets. He's won 15. And Woody Fryman for the Phillies. He's won 16. Both are left-handers. Let's look at our opening lineups. For the New York Mets, 81 and 76, 5 games over 500. They have assured themselves of at least a 500 season. Rod Gaspar leads off in right. Bob Heiss called up from the minors at short. Cleon Jones in left, back in the lineup. Don Clendenin at first, Amos Otis in center, Bobby File at third, Duffy Dyer catching, Al Weiss at second, and Jerry Koosman, the pitcher, left-hander, again with 15 wins. For the Philadelphia Phillies, pot 2 is going to be made. Tony Taylor leading off at second, Callison in right, Dick Allen at first, Darren Johnson in left, Rick Joseph at third base, Don Money at short, Dave Watkins the catcher, Johnny Briggs in center, and Woody Fryman, again the left-hander, 2 left-handers, he's won 16. Fryman really has pitched good baseball for this Phillies team that has struggled. This game is still important to these clubs, and I'll show you why. If you look at the standings, the Mets have only a 1-game lead over the Chicago Cubs, and they're in third, so they really want to hold on to that. They have 5 games left, including this one. The Phillies are 1 game behind the expansion Montreal Expos, and they have 6 games left, and you know they don't want to fall in the cellar behind an expansion team. So this is an important series for both clubs. Again, in our replay, there is remuneration based on a very, very complex algorithm of where the team falls in the standings as well as their record. And they didn't make the salaries they did in those days, so you know that they want to win. But nevertheless, Gil Hodges, using Gaspar, using Heiss, using Otis, using Dyer, some of folks who typically are on the bench. We are at Connie Mack Stadium. The Mets won this one in real world 5-0. Koosman went all the way for the win. In real world, Boozer and Raffo relieved. I'm gonna go make pot number 2, Kathy, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Studio B in Fort Lauderdale. And we have the New York Mets at the Philadelphia Phillies. We're in Connie Mack Stadium, just about to get underway. This is the first of a 3-game series between the clubs. We've already gone through our opening lineups. The coffee is almost ready. This game is not so meaningless to these clubs. The Mets trying to maintain third place, 1 game ahead of Chicago Cubs. Phillies trying to catch the Expos, the Peskies, in 5th place by 1 game. And the Phillies take the field. Here's Woody Fryman on the mound. And Rod Gaspar leading it off here for the New York Mets. Switch hitter, batting right against the southpaw Fryman. 2 southpaws, Koosman and Fryman. Here's the pitch, that's a 6-3. Switch hitter batting right, flies to right X. Callison 2-4. F2 gets to it. 5, 9, 10 E4. And he makes the catch. Gaspar flies out. Now here's Bob Heiss called up from the minors. Here's Heiss now in the batter's box. The pitch from Fryman. That's 111, right-handed hitter. Grounds it to short. Money has it, throws it to Allen, 2 away. And by the way, Heiss is a W power. Any home run on his card is a single 2 asterisks. 1 to 12. Running, C bunting. No stealing. Here's Cleon now, back in the lineup, starting the game. It's been a while. Since he started. Here's Fryman, that's a 5-6, right-handed, struck him out. So a 1-2-3 for Fryman here in the first. After a half, it's Mets nothing, and the Phils are coming up. More zeros. Here's Jerry Koosman now. Tony Taylor to lead it off. It's our 2nd game this morning, folks. Here's Koos now, he's ready. 3-11 left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit by Taylor, clean on the 3-11. Taylor is on. 1 to 15, 1 to 17 being held. 1 to 15. He's going to go for the lead. And he gets the lead. Now he's got to go. Now Hughes can't leave. Here's the 1-15, the pitch to Callison. There goes Taylor. And oops, wrong die. And he's safe, just barely. Taylor steals second. Now Callison. Facing Koos. Here's the pitch. 6-12. Left-handed, grounded back to Koos. He is a 4-6. Four, 6, 2-4. Uh-oh, that's going to go through an S1. If he can handle it, okay. Taylor would stay at third. It's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. E6. And it is a base hit, and Taylor goes to third. So it's first and third, nobody out. Koosman in trouble here for Dick Allen. They will trade 2 outs for a run. Infield back. Here's Koosman now. 3-11, left-handed, walked him. So Koosman having trouble here in the first. The bases are full. The infield is back, and Darren Johnson, the batter. Koosman trying to get out of this. 2-8, and he struck him out. Oh, and that's a big, big strikeout for Koos. Now the infield will go back for the double play. Rick Joseph is the batter. Make him hit it into the ground, Jerry. There's the pitch, 5-8, right-handed, grounds it to third, bases loaded. With the infield back, it's going to be a 2, and it is a double play. Inning ending, File to Weiss, to Clendenin, and the side is retired. No runs, no runs. 2 hits, a walk, 2 left. We've gone 1, and it's scoreless here at Connie Mack Stadium. Get some coffee. I don't think I can do that whole pot. But I'll go for a little more. I shouldn't have made a full pot. My eyes are bigger than my stomach. You ever hear that expression? Top of the second, Woody Fryman comes out, retired the Mets in order in the first. Here's Clendenin to lead it off. Mets won this one 5-0 in real world. Here's Fryman now. Pitch to Clendenin, 1-4, and he walked him. So there's the Mets' first base runner. Clendenin is on, not being held. Here's Amos Otis. This youngster really has talent. Oh, that is good coffee, I'll tell you that. Tell you that right now. Here's Fryman now, the pitch to Otis. That's 1-5, struck him out. Second strikeout for Fryman. And now Bobby File. Here's the pitch, 6-9, right-handed. That's a shot hit out for a base hit for File. Clendenin rounds second and goes to third. It was a 6-9 right-handed. 1-1-6, base hit. So now the Mets have something going. Duffy Dyer, first and third, one out. Infield is back for Duffy. Here's Fryman now from the stretch. 2-2. Flies to center. This might be deep enough for Clendenin to tag. Briggs is a +2. 1-14, 1-16, but I don't think that's all. Look again. Here we go. 1-16, and we add 2. 1-18. Wait a minute. That's to right. 1-16, and that was hit to 2-2 left. So he's a 1-14, 1-16 in left field. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Darren Johnson. And he is out. Oh, tough play. Oh, Lord. We'll score that 8-2. And the side is retired. It is a double play, if you will. No runs, a walk, a single, one left. No score, bottom of the second. See if Koos can settle down here. It'll be Don Money leading it off. A beautiful throw by Johnny Briggs to get Clendenin trying to tag on the fly ball to center. Here's Money now leading it off. Koosman. That is 1-6 left-handed, fly ball center for Otis, one out. Now the catcher, Dave Watkins. .36 left-handed, struck him out. That's the second for Koos. And now Johnny Briggs is the hitter. Here's Koosman. That counts. Boy, that's a beauty. Look at that. The orange die landed right on top of the first one. It counts. It's a 6-7 left-handed, grounds to second X. That'll be for Weiss at 2-27. .32. It's a G3. E27, 6-10-11, and he throws him out, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 for Koos, looking better. We've gone 2 here. It's scoreless, picking up where the Angels and the A's left off. Here's Fryman now. Top of the third, Mets batting. Al Weiss leading it off. Trent Smith, good morning. We welcome people in our live text here. Here's Weiss now. Fryman gets the sign from Watkins. And the pitch to Weiss. 4-5, right-handed, flies it to right. And under that is Callison for the first out. Now Jerry Koosman. Oh, that is good coffee. Wow. Really good coffee. My last cup, though. Okay, Koosman is a 1WR. Here's Fryman. 4-3, right-handed, grounds back to Fryman. He is a 4-0. Whoa, 16-4. It's a G2, gets to it. 0, and he throws it over. To first for the out, 2 away. Work is a good thing, Trent. Two outs, nobody on. Back to the top here. Rod Gaspar, the switch hitter, batting right against Fryman. Heiss, the rookie, comes out on deck. Actually, his first year was 67. Pitch to Gaspar, 3-3 against a left-hander, chops it to second, Taylor on one hop. Throws to Dick Allen, and there's a 1-2-3 for Fryman. So we're picking up right where we did in our first game this morning. It was a thriller. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it's California at Oakland, and it's really worth watching if you like good pitching. That's all I'll say. Here's Koos now. Fryman will lead it off. I may have to do some flour, Kathy. I know it's not a great idea, but I think it might work for me and soften me up. Loosen, not soften, but tire me up so I can nap after this ball game. I might do some wake, and then 3.5 hours later bake. Against my better judgment, here's the pitch to Fryman. A 1NR 2-9 grounds it to first. Clendenin throws to Koosman covering the bag, 1 out. Here's Tony Taylor now. The pitch from Koos. That's 3-5, left-handed, walked him. So Taylor is on. He already stole a base. 1-15, 1-17. Being held 1-15. Here's Callison. Let's see if they'll fall for that again. Koosman from the stretch. Here's the pitch. There goes Taylor again. And, oh, wrong die again. Oh, because it's so big. He's safe. Second stolen base for Tony Taylor, Kathy. Oh, wait a minute. It could be an overthrow on the T rating. Look at that. Let's check Dyer out. It's going to be an error if it falls within his range. Wait a minute, outside of his range. He's 1-8. We're going to check the T rating rule here. Bear with us. I actually like to do this. Here we go. T ratings. Roll the 20 again. Refer to the catcher's card. If the second roll within the T rating, the catcher has committed a throwing error. Within the T rating. And as you all can see, Dyer has a 1-8 T rating. So here we go. Let's see if it's an error. No, it's not. Nice play by Weiss to get that. So Taylor is on second with one out. Here's Callison now. That's my first T rating all by myself, where no one reminded me or was here to observe it, who monitors things. Here's Callison. 2-11 left-handed. That's single 1-8. Line to second, caught by Weiss. We have Weiss and Heiss in the lineup, by the way. Now it's Dick Allen in a clutch situation here. He walked and was doubled up in the first. Koosman trying to get out of this. That is a 5-8 right-handed, grounds it to third, fielded by File, and he throws to Clendenin, and the side is retired. Koosman gets out of it again. We've gone 3, and this is a scoreless ball game. This is a lovely scoreless ball game. And I'm so glad to have you all here. We'll take a little break here for a minute. It's going to be a super micro, super duper micro. Oh, Lord. Almost lost it there for a second. Oh, boy. Kathy, I'll tell you, I had one of those feelings for like a half a second, one of those feelings where you feel like you're completely out of it. That happens to me sometimes. Oh, do I feel good. That was so tasty, and that was so called for. And it's just a lovely thing to have a friend like Kathy Harden. I'm serious. I understand if you can't make games sometimes, but you do. And oh, Lord, that was tasty. Wow. You know, I love your suggestions. You know, you gave me the suggestion, don't feed the trolls, and it just clicked. It, you know, I've tried my best, and ever since you said that, I'm not even phased. I don't even care. And this suggestion is also, they're almost like semi-hypnotic suggestions, easing. Into the day now. Easing ever so softly and slowly. Oh, it's going to be Heiss, Jones, and Clendenin. Bob Heiss, called up from the minors. He was called up in real world. He was not eligible for the World Series roster, though. Here's Fryman. And the pitch to Heiss. That's a 5'11", right-handed. And that is a slash. That'll be a 9. That might go through in Philly with a right-handed hitter. No, look at that. That's a rough infield. It's lined to short and caught by Money. But Heiss hit that well. One down. And here comes Cleon now. Struck out by Fryman. That's 2-6, left-handed, grounds it to short. Money again. And he throws it over to Dick Allen, 2 away for Don Clendenin. Oh, what a lovely game. What a lovely life. So, we are so lucky and fortunate to have been born, people. Stop and think about it. All science points to the fact that you were born because one of hundreds of millions of sperm made its way first to your biological mother's egg. And although your unfolding awareness of self and the world seems to be I don't know what the word I could use is, because I could never explain this to anybody. Seems to be destined. And some people attribute it to a soul. All science points to the fact that that is a trick that your brain is playing on you based on social conditioning. So let's be grateful that we were born. This acceptance is liberating. It's not sad. Oh, perhaps it's sad and disappointing that we will die, but we're one of the lucky ones because we're going to die. Think of all the potential lives that were never born in the first place. So let's treasure every moment of consciousness that we have. Here's Clendenin now. It doesn't mean you have to go crazy, like ape shit over every second. That's tiring. But let's really appreciate, and I say this to you all sincerely from my heart, when I have a history of depression, anxiety, I am doing so much better the past month now, but I have to tell you, when I'm in that bad way, I have trouble seeing this, but when I'm doing well, oh, it is so crystal clear to me. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Clendenin. Now, he walked and was thrown out by Johnny Briggs trying to tag on the fly ball to center hit by Duffy Dyer. Here's the pitch to Clendenin, 1-7 left-handed. That's a base hit. A 2-out single for Clendenin. He's a 1-14, by the way, everybody. He may be a big man and take a big swing, but he can run, which I admire. That's 1-7 right-handed, single 1-18. I'm sorry. Oh shit, 1-7 left-handed, triple 1-2, single the rest. So Clendenin is on, not being held. 2 outs, and here's Amos. Eddie Kranepool came in for Clendenin at the end of the game. My guess is because they brought in a right-handed pitcher, and they used Boozer or Rafa. We can keep Eddie in mind. No need to use him. We'd love to win. Mets would love to win this game. Stay ahead of the Cubs by a game and a half. Here's Otis now. And the pitch from Fryman, 6-2 right-handed, fly ball left. I think that was a perfect dose I took. Getting under it is Darren Johnson. He makes the catch and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, the single, the 2-out base hit by Clendenin. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th, and you know what I got to get through my mind, Kathy? That my most productive time, my most fun time, and my most exciting time is first thing in the morning and late morning when I do a game like this. And I can then give myself permission to chill out after that. I don't need to play another game in the afternoon or the evening unless I really feel like it. I can, I don't need to have a broadcast, even though I sure, solitude, meaning no social interaction on social media, is something that is a pretty darn good thing. It's something for many of us that existed in the past because we're always online. Now I'm still got the TV on. I got the, I can check Twitter, X now. But it's okay to chill out. Here's Koos now. Koosman takes them out. We're got a scoreless ball game. Is Koosman taking his warm-ups here in Connie Mack Stadium. And Darren Johnson steps up to lead it off here in the bottom of the fourth. No score. Both teams have threatened a bit, but each pitcher has gotten out of it. Okay, Koosman is ready. Here's the pitch to DJ. So smooth. 1-5 left-handed, walked him. Oh, I'm easing. Exactly, Kathy. I am easing right now. Easing ever so softly and slowly. DJ draws a base on balls, and here's Rick Joseph. Koos, I'm glad you see that way too. He gets the sign from Dyer from the stretch, and the pitch to Joseph. That's 2-8, left-handed, single 1-14, goes through. Johnson goes to second and holds, so now Koosman in trouble again on a 2-8 left-handed. And here's Rick Monday. Monday on money. I'm sorry. money on a Sunday. The infield is playing it back. Koosman will try to keep the ball low and outside on money. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 4-5 right-handed. Struck him out. And that was way. He got him to swing on a bad pitch, and that was the third strikeout for Koos. Now Koos has an opportunity for another inning-ending double play. Phial started the first one in the first. Here's Dave Watkins now. First and second one out. The way I feel now, I feel so good, folks. But it can't be sustained. That's the problem. It just, you get tired and it can't be sustained. And then it's an important thing to learn how to cope with those feelings, not to exacerbate them. Here's Koosman now, facing Watkins. And the pitch, that's a 6-6 right-handed, and that is a double. Oh my, into the gap. Oh my. Johnson scores, and Joseph goes to third, Phil's ahead here, 1-0. A double by Watkins. He had two in real world. Second and third, still only one out. Try to, I'll let you all know I was a professor of counseling. I wrote books, articles. I was in the field for 35 years, worked in basically every milieu you could think of, clinical and academic. And eventually I broke down. I had a major depression in 2001, and then I've had recurrences ever since for the past quarter century almost. And I think I have a unique understanding, albeit empathy, for people with a mental illness, with a mood disorder, with severe depression and anxiety, because I've been through it. And boy, I'm back. I had the longest episode, 6 months almost, this past 6 months, and with a new augmented medication, I am so much better. And what it does is it allows you to access your own personal and natural coping resources. Here's Briggs second and third, though. I might get bummed out if Koos gets bombed out here. Now they bring the infield in on Briggs. The abyss. And the pitch, 5-8. Left-handed, grounds it to second A with the infield in. Second and third. Grounds it to 5-8, left-handed second. That's a 1. The runners will hold. Oh, what a pretty play by Weiss. Oh, Weiss. You know, Weiss was like a 210 hitter, and he kept telling Gil Hodges throughout 69, I'm sorry about my bat manager, and Hodges would just shake his head and say, you just play your game. He would encourage him, and he used him. He was probably the best infielder they had in terms of infielding, even though he really wasn't a shortstop. He played second and third. I think he probably was at short a little. Yeah, and he's a frickin' 2. My God. Weiss is a 2 across the board in the infield, doesn't play first. And I want to say the home run or the home runs, I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but the home run he hit in the World Series is legend. I think that was in the 5th game, I'm not sure, but it was legend, I tell you. That was a franchise worthy home run. Al freaking Weiss. Yes. And now Koosman trying to get out of this. He's allowed 1 run. I think they can get away with that. Now this shouldn't be too hard. Fryman, a 1 NR. Al freaking Weiss. Here's the pitch from Koosman. Be a huge disappointment if he doesn't. Struck him out. And that was the 4th for Koos. And I say, you know what? I'm a strange bird sometimes. I think that was, in some ways, a good inning for Koosman. It shows he only allowed 1 run on a walk and 2 hits, including a whopper of a double by Watkins. We've gone 4. It's Phillies 1, Mets nothing. Again, a lot is riding on the line here, folks. The Mets have a 1-game lead over the Cubs, holding 3rd place. The Phillies 1 game behind the Expos, and the Phils are in last place. And that is inexcusable to get beat out by an expansion team. And that did not happen in real world. Expos were in last. In the West, the Padres are in last. Way behind. They've already lost 105. They are the worst record in baseball. Top of the 5th, and here's Fryman. It will be File, Dyer, and Al freaking Weiss. Here is File now, top of the 5th. Whoa! Whoa, 2 die on the floor. Oh, 2 die dropped. Where is the other one? Jesus. Oh. We have only retrieved 1 blue, and you know, you keep losing dice, you're gonna end up being short. No, we'll always have what we need. But that's gonna be a real problem finding a blue. That's gonna be a real problem. So we're gonna make a little change here. It's gonna be a re-roll, folks. It's gonna be a re-roll. Oh, that's yellow. I'm looking for white. I can't believe I made a whole pot of coffee. It's gonna be a re-roll for File, who was leading it off here in the top of the 5th. And oh, we're so sorry. Let's straighten things out there. Straighten it out. Okay, File now. Iced coffee. Oh, God. You want to know something? That's such a great idea. I just don't have I am so, I have so few things, including proper kitchen supplies. I don't have a pitcher. The way you do it, yeah, you make the coffee, then you let it sit, and/or throw it in a pitcher, and then maybe put it in the refrigerator. Then take ice. I could buy a pitcher. Anyway, here's File. That's iced coffee is so refreshing. Yeah, oh, make iced coffee with this coffee, right? I love it. I frickin' love it. Let me change my ice cubes right now. That is just a lovely recommendation from Kathy Hart. Those ice cubes end up sitting in there literally for months. So you just change it. You're gonna need 2. What a beautiful and refreshing beverage. We'll need no milk today. This is after a nap. We're gonna we don't need a pitcher. What we're doing, based on Kathy's perspective, good morning, Demos. Yeah, I could see that. Dems, I see it, yeah. It's a very, very sharp. I am feeling so good, Demos. And I am seizing. I am not going into any kind of worry. I'm glad to see you, Demos. Kathy Harden has suggested, because I made a whole second pot, had 1 cup out of it and said, I forget about it. And I have taken it off the burner. And then when this settles down into room temperature, I am going to put that into the refrigerator. I have the new dice. I have room in the refrigerator for it to sit on a paper towel. We need no milk. And the only other thing I need is a cup, which I really don't have a tall cup. But I think I have very few things, but the things I have, I appreciate. It's this cup right here. And I'm going to just clean it out a little. And it's going to be a while because I just put some shit in it. And we'll have to clean that even more. Even though it's a small glass. And you fill the whole glass with ice, and then you pour the coffee in. It's diluted. That's why you should make your coffee a little stronger when you make nice coffee, if you want the same strength. And then you put the milk in and it's heaven. Pure, unadulterated heaven. Had a mishap yesterday, but demos, I'm right back on track, mindful. Learn from those mistakes. Surprised it hasn't happened more often. And maybe it has. And maybe, how does Kathy put it? Small stuff. Here's File now. Here is File back to the reroll after we lost a blue die. Here's the windup, the pitch from Fryman. 5-7 right-handed, struck him out. Swinging. Third for Fryman. And now Duffy Dyer. It's a nice, easy to read combo. And it's 2-7 left-handed, struck him out. That's the fourth for Fryman. And here's Weiss. We have a Heiss and a Weiss demos. The devil die is back to red. We have a Heiss and a Weiss. Here's Al Weiss, 2 outs, nobody on. Fryman, very tough. 3-9 left-handed. It's fly ball to left, and DJ Johnson is under that. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Fryman. Fryman really pitching good ball. His first endurance is the 7th. Koosman's is the 9th. It's like Old time stuff. Bottom of the fifth here. Great idea. You know, I didn't put that together. Make some iced coffee today, later, for a pick-me-up. And I don't know, I didn't think about why you were even bringing that up. And then I realized. Okay, here's Koos now facing top of the order. It's 1-0 Phillies. Fryman puzzling the Mets. Here's the pitch to Taylor. That's a 5-10, right-handed, fly ball right. It's Gaspar under it to make the catch, one away. Now here's Johnny Callison. Baseball Demo says, and I read this because some people don't have access to the live text and or they watch this within 24 hours or less. It usually takes an hour for YouTube to update a broadcast that had text to show it. He writes, the funniest lineup I ever saw was a 1982 Mets batting order of George Foster, followed by U.B. Brooks. On the score sheet, it read Foster Brooks. And you know, if I'm not mistaken, he was the comedian who impersonated the drunk person. And I don't know, you know, have we become so politically correct that it's inappropriate to make fun of an intoxicated person? And he was a real actor. He was a comedian, actually. And he had his shtick. Okay? And he was pretty good at it, too. Some of the shit that would come out of his mouth was funny as heck. But is that all? I mean, you know, you wonder, to a person who is in recovery from alcohol misuse or was currently misusing alcohol, would it be funny to them? I had an alcohol problem of 6 to 8 beers every night for about 4 years in the early 2000s, and that finally stopped. I don't find it that funny anymore. As I can visualize Foster Brooks, I can just bring it up into my mind like a video playing. I can see him doing it. I can see his belches and hiccups and wry comments, and it's just not that funny to me. Sorry to get so serious. Here's Callison, 1 out. Foster Brooks. But I'm so glad he was brought you up in your mentions here. You know, Foster Brooks, I'm sure he's one who is deceased. He died in 2001. He was born in Louisville, Kentucky. So I respect what you're talking about. He got a big break from Perry Como. He was on an episode of Green Acres. He was very famous. Very famous. He was married to Loretta Brooks. They had a son and 3 daughters. One daughter died in infancy, which is terribly sad. They divorced in 1950. He was born in 1912. His nephew, Randy Brooks, is a comedy songwriter, best known for his song, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, recorded by Randy's friend, Elmo Shropshire. And I'm sure many of you remember this. He died at age 89, but right. But I bet you in real world, I'm sure he was a funny guy in real world and all, but I bet you he had a personality in real world that we've never seen. Okay, 1 out, nobody on. Koosman. And the pitch to Callison. 4-8, left-handed, struck him out. And I had said, that's the 5th for Koos. I had said, Demos, I think this happened before you came in. After Koosman allowed a run in the 4th, I said, I think that was a good inning for Koosman. Because he got out of that. Okay, he walked, then a single, struck out Money, and then a big double by Watkins brought Johnson home. But he got out of it, 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. So it's only a 1-0 ball game. That could have been a freaking disaster. And it wasn't. Okay, here's Koosman now facing Dick Allen. 2 outs, nobody on. Exactly. You know, you just got to. Baseball is a funny game, and if I were to manage the way I really want to, you'd see me do more sacrificing with 1 out, sacrifice bunts, especially with bad hitters. I still do it occasionally. Here's the pitch to Allen. That's 2-7, left-handed, struck him out. And that is the 6th for Koos. A 1-2-3 inning, both pitchers 1-2-3. Here in the 5th, Kathy, and we've got another ball game. We had a great ball game at 3:45 in the morning, Demos. It was a 3:45 a.m. start, Eastern. Where are you, Demos? You're in Ohio? What time is it over there? 6:20? I have a confession, Demos. I don't want to take credit for it. The football game that I bought the 72 season, played a little bit of it and then realized it just wasn't for me. I used to play it avidly as a kid. It came with the black and white combo that you're looking at right now, and I think it's really, really sharp. Now, I have thoroughly enjoyed, Kathy, since I did that earlier. I'm just looking at when I did it. So cool how you can go back. We're gonna take a little break for about 2 or 3 minutes. It is so cool how you can go back during a broadcast. Here it is. Yeah, it was after 3. It was after 3. I've gone 2 innings like this, and it's just lovely. Folks, it is just so lovely. I mean, when you have it, enjoy it. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to, just really embrace it. We're going to take a little break for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm here with Kathy Harden and Baseball Demos. I believe you're in Ohio. Oh, Richmond, Virginia. I did not know that. Wow. I did not know that. Had no idea. So it's the same time for you, but we started 3:45. Kathy was on about by 4. She might correct me. And we played through this game. It was so good. And I know you might have better things to do. I just want to show you it was California and Oakland. I'm not going to even talk about it. And you just woke up at 7. Cool. Richmond, Virginia. I want to see how close you are to DC. I want to see with my own frickin' eyes. Doesn't matter. I think you're probably out west a little bit. Oh my. Oh, look where you are. Look how beautiful it is. This location. I want to see how long it takes you to get to Virginia Beach. It's going to take you, oh wow, that's an hour and a half drive. Interesting. As far as you getting to Washington, D.C., that's an hour and a half. But these are not long trips, especially to get to Washington. That is not a long trip. Straight shot up 95. Yeah. And it sounds like a great location. Are you in a suburb? Because Richmond, I think, is a pretty big city. I think, yeah, it's got a downtown and everything. The population, it's the state capital, for Christ's sakes. Okay? It's the frickin' state capital. Population is estimated in 2022 at 229,000 and change, up 1.2%. South suburb, and it is the frickin' state capital of Virginia. It is, which that could bring up, and I got a great resolution here of downtown. It looks beautiful. It looks absolutely lovely. While we take our break, we're going to look at Virginia, Richmond. Wasn't Richmond the capital of the Confederacy, or am I incorrect? I just want to check that. I wouldn't hold that against you. Let me just check that. The capital of the Confederacy, the UCS. It had multiple capitals, Montgomery, Alabama, and Richmond. But Richmond, I think, was the main capital. But in any event, and by the way, with that comes just awesome history. This is a huge resolution that allows you to really feel the mood. If I were to bring this up, which I'm going to do during the break, I am thoroughly enjoying this ball game. We live in a great era. People love to put it down, but the way we can share it was used for shipping, okay. A big shipping location. This is downtown. Oh, this is downtown Richmond. Just bring it down here. And then now you have complete screen, I believe, engulfed. And we even have a option. Where is my sign? Oh God, that was about the best buzz that I've gotten, Kathy, in memory. Where is my be right back sign? Here, no? Christ. Oh, it is so nice. I hate to tell you people how good I feel. Lord. We'll be right back. It's 1-0 Phillies through 5. Koosman and Fryman both pitched 1, 2, 3 innings in the 5th. Oh, here it is. Lovely. Such a lovely Sunday morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. I don't know, Demos. I think you had asked me, had I put any thought? And I said, well, I have 2 months. Maybe I'll try something different, not Strat-O-Matic. Maybe not. Maybe I would do a Strat-O-Matic. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, folks. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Richmond, Virginia is for lovers. A train crossing the river with skyline in the background. Richmond, Virginia is for lovers. I like that saying, by the way. Virginia, you know. Whoa, it's not that big, unfortunately. I think I see what you're talking about. Oh. It's not coming up on the big. It's not, I'd have to do a search for it, but I see it. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I've always liked Virginia. I've always thought flying over it, seeing things about it, it has nice country, you know, it's the trees and that's a beautiful sight. Beautiful, beautiful sight. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I don't think you'd have to go too far out. And I don't know what else you have. I mean, there's Virginia ham, so I guess they're raising pigs. Okay, I could be wrong. I think you have a lot of tobacco product. And I'm not sure what else. Well, it's going to be Koosman leading it off here, top of the sixth, with Fryman throwing the shutout. Yeah, it's a big export. Here's Fryman now. That's 4-5 on Koosman, right-handed hitter, fly ball right. And under that is Callison, one away. I guess it had something to do with, I wonder if it has something to do with the climate and the earth that Virginia has over there. Here's Gaspar now. Switch hitter batting right. It's 2-5, left-handed, grounds it to second. Taylor over to Allen, two-away. No pro teams. Yeah, your de facto home team, the Washington, whether it be the, what are they called now? The Washington football team and the Washington Nationals. Although, if you just go a little further, you get to Baltimore. Yeah, the Commanders. You have the Ravens and the, of course, the Orioles, and I guess the DC has a hockey team. That would be my guess. I don't follow enough, but I bet you even Baltimore has a hockey team. NHL. That's just my guess. Certainly have the markets. Well, here's Bob Heiss, W Power, home runs are converted. to single two asteroids. Here's the pitch from Fryman, right-handed hitter. That is 3-11, and he struck him out. Number 5 for Fryman, and that's 7 in a row for Woody. You're only an hour and a half away from DC. I mean, that's you have minor leagues. Yeah, you still have Tidewater for the Mets. Tidewater was always Mets. You also have change of seasons, which is nice. I think you, along with Kathy, she's in Connecticut, have beautiful foliage in autumn. And I think you can have, I know she can, I think you can have some chilly winter days over there. Days and nights. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th in a beautiful ball game. Just a beautiful game. Koosman will face Johnson. Struck out, walked, and scored the lone run today on the double by Watkins. Here's Coos. Richmond Braves. Norfolk. Wow. But what about Tidewater? That's it. Wasn't there? There was a Tidewater, and it was in Tidewater, wasn't it? Here's the pitch to Johnson. Single digits. Holy cow. Holy cow. 2-6 struck him out. That's 3 in a row for Coos. Mets just need a run or two here. Be the heart of their order coming up. He struck him out. And here's Rick Joseph. Renamed to Norfolk, even though it's still in Tidewater. That's interesting. I guess it's close to Norfolk. Tidewater, Virginia, on the map. Where is Norfolk? Tidewater is right near the river. The Rappahannock. It's amazing what you can get online. Well, it's wow. It's 2 hours away. They've got a lot of nerve. They put Tidewater on the map and they just changed it to Norfolk, but they play in Tidewater. That's Dwight Gooden played for Tidewater. Oh, a lot of people played for Tidewater, sure. That was the Mets AAA, if I'm not mistaken. Ah. Okay, here's Rick Joseph now. I don't think I've rolled for Rick. No. Okay, Koosman's ready. 3 strikeouts in a row. The pitch to Joseph. That's going to be 5-12 right-handed. Grounds it back to Koosman. X. He's a 4-6. Four, 6, 18, 4. G2 gets to it. 6, 7, 8, 6. And he throws him out, 2 away. And now Money. Don Money is 0 for 2. I wonder what other Mets played for Tidewater. I guess someone like Seaver came from the University of California or something. And did he come straight right into the majors from college, or did he play on a double-A team? That could happen. No, I did hear it. Let me get back to your rant in a moment. That is 4-4 right-handed, and I didn't see it as a rant. I saw it as valuable criticisms. 4-4, because that's what we want in the world. I'm not saying 24 hours. we want to have a good time and do, but good criticism of our ideas, our beliefs, our practices to get better. 4-4, right-handed catcher X. It is right there. And that's going to be Duffy, a 4-3. I'll get to your rant in a minute. 4-3, 9-4. It's popped up with no one on. Right in the middle of the mound, and Dyer says he has it, 5-10-13, and he makes the catch right on the mound. Isn't that special? Dyer takes charge there. And it's another 1-2-3 for Koos, and he's retired 8 in order. And after 6, we've got a frickin' ball game here. Now, what you call a rant, you did show, and I like when you do that. When you do that in a game, you're expanding the game to talk about Strat-O-Matic, not only play it, but talk about it, to learn about it, to discuss about it. The cardboard Super Advance is a beauty. Also, and they should continue. And if they need to raise the price a little, okay, I don't mind paying for good product demos. Now, the black set, you call it a rant, I call it a constructive criticism. If you go to Strat-O-Matic.com, they are big on Strat-O-Matic Black. First thing I want to tell you, I guess it's worth getting the current baseball edition if you're going to get the edition. It might be a nice change. It's only $56. Additional players, though. Oh, God. Okay, it's a $78. I think that's a good price. Relatively good, you know. But if it's in black, beautiful. This is for, you know, this is a Baseball Express is like it's like a baby version of Strat-O-Matic. Baseball Max, I think it's for the birds. Anyway, and frickin' who wants on my resolution black and white? Is it just the cards or is it also the field? And this thing here was the original, I believe. And it is a unique collectible of how many Hall of Famers. And I want to tell you something. You want my rant? It's not a rant, though. It's just a suggestion. The moment you play teams from different years, or any sort of Hall of Fame combo like this, the accuracy of your playing of the games will go down. And Strat-O-Matic says this itself in the instructions. I'm gonna pull out the book here and share it. In fact, only because I know offhand is where it is. It is under a few words of experience. For the most realistic results, use Strat-O-Matic player cards realistically on their actual teams against actual opponents. Oh, he did play for Tidewater? I think there's a subtext to this statement, and that is for less realistic results, mix them. But that's what, anyway, it's a fantasy game anyway. So, maybe I'm being a bit too much about it. We're going to head to the top of the 7th. And one season in AAA in 66, with Jacksonville. So was Tidewater AA? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. He came up in 67, I believe, with the Mets. I think he had a good 68 season. And in 69, he was arguably the best pitcher in baseball. P.S. Probably top 10 pitchers lifetime. Certainly top 25. Well, I tell you, I guess, I don't know. I'd love to see their books. I'd love to see what kind of profits they're getting. But the black editions, to me, are undesirable. Again, unless I chose to go for the 2023 set. I don't know current baseball well enough to really appreciate that. I guess I know some, like Aaron Judge and Ohtani. I saw a little bit of the Dodgers game Real World yesterday, and long enough to see Ohtani lead off at DH in the bottom of the 1st at Dodger Stadium, and I don't know what it was, a ground out or a pop out. I said, well, he's human. Yeah, Demolition League. Interesting. Whoa. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Here's Cleon now to lead it off. Here's an opportunity. Fryman in his first endurance inning. The wind-up and the pitch to Cleon. That's 1-3, left-handed, ballpark blast. Cleon, and he has the power. It's a 15, though. That is a re-roll. Oh, my. All-Star game is Tuesday. Super. What time is it going to be? Whoops. And you're going to do that with the cards. You don't mind pulling them out. And here's the pitch. I hated to do that re-roll, but it had to be done. Pitch to Cleon, 4-11 right-handed. That's a fly to left. Johnson is under it, 1 out. 8:30 p.m. That is super prime time. Here's Clendenin now. Fryman and the pitch. All right, 2-7 left-handed. Single 1-6. Oh, stopped by Taylor on his knees and throws it to Allen for the out. And here's Amos now. With 2 outs, we'll let him hit, even though he is a 151 hitter. We're going to let him hit here with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Amos. That is 2-5 left-handed, walked him. So Amos is on with 2 outs. Amos 1-25. being held. 1-18 max. 1-19 max. I think would be correct, yeah. 1-19 max. Let's see if he'll get the lead on a 3 here. No, almost. 2 outs. And I have an important announcement after this half inning. Bobby Phial is the batter. Here's Fryman now. That's 4-8, right-handed. Base hit up the middle for Phial on a 1-8 right-handed. 4-8 right-handed. Again, Briggs a +2 in center. Uncalled for. They will let Amos go to third. First and third, 2 outs. Here's Dyer now. Clutch situation. Huge clutch situation here, Kathy. Dyer 0 for 2. Here's Fryman. And that's 6-4 right-handed. Grounds to short X. That'll be for on the money. 327. Maybe it'll go through. If it goes through, it's a tie game. 327, 5-3. No, it's a G3 pound, no holds. It has to be restated. And we didn't even say anything about Phial. He's not much anyway. Money E27, maybe he'll boot it. 2, 3, 4. E27, no. He throws it over. And Fryman gets out of it, but he does get a walk and a single in his first endurance inning. We are in the 7th inning stretch. And folks, I'm having a great time. What I'm going to do is I am going to stretch myself over to the store and just get like I had said, I need milk. I'm gonna see if I can find any kind of little something for me to eat for a Sunday morning on a beautiful Sunday like this. I have 7:57 a.m. Give me a 3-minute lead, put it at 8 a.m. and say by 8:12, I expect to be back. It's not a long time. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. I hope you all understand. I am so close to stores, literally. A hop, skip, and a jump right across the street. We're in the middle of the 7th. It's 1-0 Phillies. It's a pitcher's duel. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Hey, I have a minute to spare, and I want to welcome you all and thank you all. Well, it's Jerry Koosman. He's allowed 1 run in 6 innings. And that's been it. 1-0 Phillies. Bottom third of the order here in the bottom of the 7th. Dave Watkins to lead it off. Here's Koos now. That's 4-9 right-handed. Single 1-10 goes through for a base hit. So Watkins is on 1-15. 1-17 being held. 1-15. Here's Briggs now. Koos from the stretch. One more hitter walk, 6-5 left-handed, grounds to short X. Heiss. I think this is his first chance. Heiss is a 3-0. He made no errors in 9 games. 3-0, 7-3, G3. It's going to be a G3 grounder to short. Heiss with a runner on first. Will not be a double play. He'll go to second on that. Heiss's only play was to first. At least he got him. Here's Fryman now. Here's Koosman now. And the pitch for 4. Right-handed, catcher X, Dyer. 4-3. 6-4. Oh, Lord, it's going to be a pass ball. 4-7-8-9. E3. And it is a pass ball. Watkins goes to third. Now it's a full count on Fryman. Here's Koosman with the payoff pitch. 4-7. Right-handed. Walked him. Oh, my. And that's it for Koos. Whoa. Koos. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. His endurance is the 9th. I am so sorry. I was thinking of Fryman. A pass ball by Dyer. First and third, one down. Infield playing it back for the double. Here's Taylor. Koosman trying to get out of this. The pitch to Taylor. 1-7. Grounds it to short. No hold. No infield in. That's fielded by Heiss. He throws it to Weiss, who throws it to Clendenin, and it is a double play. And the side is retired. Koosman keeping the Mets in this ball game. What a ball game. What two great games. Here's Al Weiss now. And look at that, Koosman out on deck. Here's the pitch from Fryman. That's 6-5, right-handed, grounds it to short. Money, 327. E27, 7-3, G3. E27, 11, 12, 13. That's a 12. And he throws him out. 1 away. Here in the top of the 8th. And here comes Koos. That says a lot. Fryman now. 1-3. Oh, he grounds it to second. And it's fielded by Taylor. Throws it over to Allen, 2 outs. And here's Rod Gaspar. Fryman been so tough. 3-hit shutout. Six, 7. Switch hitter batting right. Grounds to second. X Taylor. 323. G2 gets to it. Taylor E23, 6, 12, 13. And he makes the play, a 1-2-3 inning for Fryman. It's 1-0. A real heartbreak. If you're looking ahead to the 9th, it'll be Heiss, Jones, and Clendenin. The heart of the order. again. Koosman's first endurance is the 9th. And the Mets sure hope he's going to pitch a 9th. Think about it. Here's Callison to lead it off. Heart of the Phillies lineup here. 1-0 Phils, bottom of the 8th. Callison, lefty-lefty. That's 2-12 left-handed. Lines it to second, caught by Weiss. 1 out. Here's Dick Allen. Pitch from Koos, 6-7, right-handed, grounds to second X. Weiss. 227. 4-2, G3 gets to it. 6-8-9, E27. And he makes the play. 2 outs. And here is DJ Johnson. All right, Jerry, stay cool. Here's the pitch to Koosman. It's September 26, Alex. Here's DJ now. 2 outs, nobody on. That is 6-8. Right-handed, fly ball center. Under that is Otis. A 1-2-3 for Koosman. And I don't care what happens. Jerry pitched good baseball today, Kathy. Woody Fryman with refreshed endurance. It will be Heiss, Jones, and Clendenin. Here comes Bob Heiss up to the plate now. Called up from the minors. Heiss is a right-handed hitter. Fryman, 3 outs away from the shutout. He gets the sign from Watkins. Here's the pitch to Heiss. That's 1-9. Left-handed, grounds it to short. That's money, right on the money. He throws it to Dick Allen. That's 1 away. Oh, my, Kathy. And here comes Cleon. I keep getting asked that, Alex, and I have multiple ideas. So it's a win-win. You know, there's a bittersweet to end this, but all things must pass, and we'll go on to something else. I'm thinking of maybe something briefer, you know, whether it be a tournament or a I don't know. I really don't know. Lots of different options. Now Cleon, we need one from Cleon here. Here's Fryman. Cleon 0 for 3 on the pitch. That is 2-8, left-handed, flies to center. Under it is Briggs, 2 away. I don't know, maybe 1911 or 1964. I also am considering 62 and 1920 as years. that I might like to play. If I could scrape up the money. I have 1911 and 64 already. Okay, it's all up to Don Clendenin. Fryman on the mound. He gets the sign from Watkins, and that's fouled back and out of play. Strike one, 0-1 on Clendenin. Here's Fryman now. And the pitch. 2, 3. Oh, a grounder to third. Joseph has it. And he throws him out. And they platoon, the game is over. They platoon him against, let him hit against left-handers. He would have had a chance for a base hit against a right-hander. So it was a typical Mets loss, giving no support. Koosman gets the loss, but pitched marvelously. 8 innings, 5 hits, walking 4, striking out 7, and allowing 1 itty-bitty run on the double by Watkins. Fryman gets the win. That's his 17th on the season. He pitched 9, allowed 4 hits. Whoa. Walked 2, struck out 5, and pitched a shutout. The final line, Philadelphia Phillies. 1 run on 5 hits and no errors. The New York Mets, no runs on 4 hits and no errors. You're doing Alex says, I am doing a 1982 project. When I was playing, I found an article about Bo Diaz. I was shocked to find out he died by falling off a roof. You know, let me go look that up, because I'm always interested in shit like that. Here's Bo Diaz. I'm gonna wrap it up soon, Kathy. Venezuelan. Played 12 years, mostly with Cleveland. He was an all-star in 81. I remember him vaguely. On November 23 in 1990, God, he was still frickin' active. Oh my Lord, his last year was 1990 in baseball. My Lord, he may have been an active player. He was killed when a satellite dish he was adjusting on the roof of his Caracas home fell on him and crushed his neck and head. I don't see anything about he fell off the roof. Rather, his head and neck were crushed. And he even made the list of unusual deaths. Crushed to death in accident, New York Times. Unfortunately, I can't get to it. And that's an interesting list right here. You take care, Kathy. Thanks for being here. This is a list of unusual deaths. See if I'll find someone I know well. Sophocles was a famous philosopher, I believe. This is the Middle Ages. Let me go to more modern times. The Renaissance. This is awesome. Early modern. This is like the dawn of the industrial era. The 19th century, which is the full industrial era. Pinkerton tripped on the pavement, severely bit his tongue, which became infected with gangrene. Holy cow. Here's the 20th century, super industrial era, and then merging into the dawn of the super technological era. Ed Delante, a baseball player, was removed from a train for being drunk. He fell off the International Bridge and went over Niagara Falls. He really acted up. Wow. Oh my Lord. He was out of his mind. Doc Powers was a baseball player. Ran into a wall while chasing a foul ball during a game at Shibe Park. He died from internal injuries and gangrene 2 weeks later. This would be an example of a player that did die from a game, not during a game. Chapman was dead. I don't know if Chapman, if they took him to the hospital or... Wow. Rasputin. Ray Chapman. He died 12 hours later. That other guy is a death from baseball. My God. The 16-year-old younger son of President Calvin Coolidge played tennis with his older brother at the White House tennis courts. He didn't wear socks. A blister on the third toe of his right foot quickly became infected, and he died just a week later when sepsis set in. My Lord. Here's the 1960s, 70s. You see what you got me into, Alex? Is it Alex? Vic Morrow. He died during the making of the Twilight Zone, the movie. I think he was decapitated from a helicopter. Yeah. What a way to go, huh? Lord. My God, this guy's a doctor in Houston, and he was partially decapitated as an elevator ascended with his head stuck in the doors. My God. I am sorry, people. I just find this to be fascinating. Mark Fidrich, sure. He was run over basically by his clothes became entangled with the drive shaft, suffocating him of a dump truck. That's really sad. My God, it's unbelievable, some of these. Unreal. To stop and think about these things. This guy died playing cricket. God. This hockey player died after his neck was cut by a skate. Wow, my God, during a game between the Panthers and the Steelers. Is that NHL? No, maybe it was Europe. Boy, that's sad. That is so sad. Here's animal deaths. Well, it was all provoked by Bo Diaz. Who was crushed by a satellite dish on his roof. Bo Diaz, that's a shame. Actually, his last major league appearance was July '89, so he probably wasn't active. That's an awful shame, folks. There's your final. Phillies 1, Mets nothing. I want to thank all of you for being here and watching this. I'm going to try my best to calm myself and take a nap.